why like it's very true. If you're gonna be rapping,
there's something natural in people. You feel me? Like, well,
mm-hmm.
shit, I can do this too. You feel me? So I was like, I kind of gotta one up you in this moment. You feel me?
Yeah,
exactly. Like you said, some people walk away from that. Dap it up. Know that it's all in the sport of hip hop itself. Some people feeling different, so you just some things you gotta move cautiously.
Yeah, exactly. Man, so let's talk about the latest release you just had, the 7 album.
Sir.
So
Yes,
like,
sir.
give us some insight on that, man. Like I couldn't get a chance to go through all of it because I'm literally doing interviews every day at the very moment. And because you did release it this week or last week?
It's actually 420. The actual official release.
Okay, so that's why I was kind of confused with like when the release date was, but. I do remember seeing the post about it. It took me up until yesterday to check it out, but I can only go through like the first like 2 songs. Honestly, I couldn't get through the whole album. But I would like you to take this time and just kind of discuss a little more about what the album consists of or what it's about.
Well, it came together. Me and my brother Mix. Shout out Mix. He produced the whole album itself. It was a lot more tracks than just the 7, and these tracks, the compilation of tracks, have been done, for I would say a significant amount of time, and it was more so just revisiting, and see what resonated with me, that I wanted to release as an artist at this point. So every track on there, it means something that has some significance. It kind of connects together. Like I said, I'm kind of big on numerology and just reading upon the 7, 777 itself, it connected with me. And then the reason why it connected with me or resonated with me is because 714, when I think of 714, of course, the first number in that sequence is 7. You feel me? So it's like the 7. It kept coming up to me, the 7, the 7, the 7. And then I actually created a song on the album called The 7. Like before I had the album title, I was thinking about all kind of different names for the album. And then when I made the song The 7, like the paradise has been chosen, the paradise that I'm throwing his 7s until I'm golden. Ain't no telling where I'm going. You feel me? Like this is where I plan to make my success. Like Orange County, the 7 is where I plan to make my success point. I know people that around here that venture out. People that wanted to talk about like literally from this region and represent a different region. Was like shit. What made me an artist, like the people that started my fan base was in the 7. So it's like I want my career to be based out of the 7. You feel me? Like I will make this my center. You feel me? When I get rich, I don't plan on moving to Beverly Hills. I don't plan on moving, to Calabasas. I don't plan on doing none of that shit. Like I plan on moving to Anaheim Hills. I plan on moving to the Heights. You feel me? Like I plan on moving into Crystal Coves. Like this will be the headquarters when it's all said and done. And so it's like people. I even have people always asking me like, why you close people to me? Like why don't you go somewhere else and start doing shit? It's like man, it's like if I can't make it here, you feel me? I don't feel like I can make it anywhere really. Because if I go somewhere else, all it's gonna take is a day for them to be like, man, fuck this nigga. Like, he's not even from around here. You feel me? Like, but if I have a real foundation, a home base, I'm always gonna have people that's gonna stay in that foundation. You're always gonna have people that venture off or, just don't have that taste anymore in music, but that core audience I'm looking for, that's what I'm looking for. So it's like, I'm always gonna be repping the 7. And that itself, every track I made it for essentially that foundation to introduce to the outside world, so this 7 tracks that I do have, I'm kind of showcasing it for the juice itself.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like
I'm catching the
numerology thing. It's a regional thing. It's just a divine thing,
Yeah.
7 tracks.
Shit.
Of just divinity.
Yeah.
And that's why I say you really gotta, like I don't get mad when people are like, oh, I ain't listen to it yet. It's like the good thing about it is like it's something that I released to be out there forever. It's like there's no rush. Like it's something that you can consume today, something that you consume a week from now, something that you're gonna be able to consume 7 years from now. You know what I mean? Like it's something that is just a classic album that is not meant to be consumed right now and it's just thrown away. I don't want people to listen to it once and be like, oh well, you feel me? That's my support. I listen to it. you know, that's not why I released it. I released it to where it's like people listen to it, really digest it, and if it resonates with them, it's something that they could revisit at any time. You know?
Yeah, man, it's so ironic you say that. We're like 7 minutes into this interview. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
We're 7 minutes into it.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I just wanted to fit in.
It's like, yeah, my nigga, I just looked at the clock. It's 7:77. Like.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, that's my bank account right now. $7.77. Anyway.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, even like if you really look into numerology, you know, like that's a whole different subject.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it fully because I have 47 tattooed on my arm, and you know because if you 4 is peace and 7 is balance. You know, there's balance for a lot of shit. You know?
A lot, bro. Like the number 7, it means a lot. Exclusiveness, completion. You feel me? Like there's a lot to it, and that's every number. You feel me? Like
yeah.
If you really think about it, I always think about it, I was like, man, shit, like numbers rule our life. You know, like
it's actually like
by design.
Yeah, it's even the alphabet too. Daylight. I know it, like he might have been fucking around, but he did some kind of video that went viral at one point, and he was saying how like you have no idea how powerful words are. Like,
right.
You know, look at what does verse sound like? Curse. You know, and how do you cast a curse? By spelling. Shit.
Right.
So you spell in each word into existence, and that's causing a different reaction. This and that, and then like he could have been fucking around, but like I believe that because of doing the whole law of attraction thing, and it's just.
I'm telling you, no, bro. Like literally, what we project out is what we're adding to the universe. You feel me? Like